The save as Barron tried to blast one past him. 18:57 to go in this opening period, no score. Face-off will be to the right of Gauthier. Ickes will take the face-off for the Knights as he'll go up against Jake Alton. Puck over in the near side in the Davenport zone still. They'll play it now. Calvin comes up, there's a centering pass, nobody home, puck over on the left face-off circle. McLaughlin hammered into the boards. We're gonna get a penalty call coming up to Pratt. So Davenport will go to the power play early in this one. Time of the penalty, 1:18. Cross-check or a boarding call, so first power play opportunity will go to the Panthers as the face-off will be down in the Calvin zone to the right of Adam Yost. We're going to talk about it over in the penalty box area. It's a 2-minute minor to Pratt. So here we go, Davenport with an early power play opportunity, held in off the face-off. Gutschik throws it towards the net, and Adam Yost able to hang on. So Phil Sweeney getting an explanation over from the referees. I don't know if he was maybe looking for a 5-minute major on that one, but it is a minor penalty. Face-off fought for, it goes in behind the Calvin goal. They'll shoot it around the boards, making a play on it. Ryan Jajilski played out to center ice. Ernst trying to make a shorthanded opportunity play. He's got Schenkel coming down, checking from behind the call. And now Davenport will skate it out into the neutral zone. They'll dump it down into the Calvin end, looking to set up the power play. Played around the boards. This one's going to go down the length of the ice. And it'll lead up a little more of that power play time. 1:20 left in the power play for Davenport. The penalty on Pratt as the puck's going to be played out to center ice. They'll dump it back down into the Davenport zone. Chasing back after, it'll be Paulette. 1:05 left with the extra man. 17:45 to go in this opening period. McMillan now will bring it up over the line. He'll drop it off to McLaughlin. Back to McMillan. He'll try to center one. It's tipped away. Good defensive play by Adamick. Now it's going to be held in at the blue line. Joppy will play it there. Cross ice pass. Good puck movement. It's tipped in the high slot. Cleared but not out. Going to be held in. Oh, and it trickles into the neutral zone, so Stoyevsky will have to play it. The onside, he comes in. Poke check as he went into the slot area. Puck still loose. It's going to be throwing down the length of the ice. 23 seconds left with the extra man. Quickly, here comes Sawarski. Hands it off over to McGovern with a shot. McLaughlin's shot deflected away by Yost. Davenport with some opportunities with the extra man. 10 seconds left of the power play. Oh, losing his stick was Zickas, so he couldn't go after it. But importantly, it'll lead up the rest of the power play time. And now Calvin back at full strength. And I believe we're going to get a tripping call. So this will be a power play opportunity for the Knights. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Justin Turner will go to the penalty box for Davenport. Calvin now with an opportunity to try to get the opening goal on their power play opportunity. Ickes, there's a shot, and he scores! Ickes with the feed over on the far side, and it's Christoph Petrula with the power play goal. So Christoph Petrula with the power play goal. Time of the goal, minutes and 28 seconds, and it's 1-0 Calvin here in the opening period. So a beautiful setup on that power play. Not a whole lot that Gauthier could do on that one. Petula with the power play goal, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Knights. Puck deep in the Calvin zone, held in at the blue line. Thrown around the boards, good play to hold it in that time by McMullen. Puck now will roll into the neutral zone area. Calvin will come up with it. Van Dusen will dump it down into the Davenport zone. A little over 4 minutes gone, 1-0 in favor of the Knights. Petula with the power play goal to give Calvin an early lead. They're going to dig away at the puck over on the far side, over by the Davenport bench. Now it trickles into the neutral zone area. Ernst will chase back after it along with Pratt. He'll try to dump it into the neutral zone. It's tipped back into the Calvin end. Pratt will chase after it along with Kaminsky. Played around the board. Oh, it's out of the high slot area towards the net. It's loose. High in the air. It's tipped in the right face-off circle. Still loose. And it's played over on the near side.
Knights power play goals from number 11, Christoph Petrilla. Assist goes to number 71, Stephen Akers. Number 96, Jacob Seebinga.
Seebinga will also get credit for the helper on that power play goal, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Knights. They'll throw it down into the Davenport zone. Paulette, though, will skate it out to center ice. He'll throw it towards the net, and Yost will hang on to it. Davenport with some pressure deep in the Calvin zone. There's a centering play deflected. Now the puck will come out into the neutral zone area. Calvin in the midst of a change, and Davenport will throw it towards the net. Yost will play it around the boards. Little back and forth they go with the puck deep in the Calvin end. Davenport with some pressure as the puck is played over in behind the Calvin goal. The Panthers hold it in, throw it again in behind the Calvin zone, behind the goal rather. Justice will throw it out to center ice. McMillan will play it into the neutral zone area. Ickes will tip it down into the Davenport end. Maloney chases after it in behind the Davenport goal. Maloney with some wheels will go coast to coast into the Calvin end. He'll play it over on the far side. He's bounced off the puck. Puck loose down into the Calvin zone. Davenport with pressure. There's a blast deflected over to Joppy. He plays it over on the far side. 6.5 minutes gone in this opening period. 1-0 Calvin. Van Dusen tries to tip it away. It trickles into the Davenport zone, but the Panthers are right there to flip it out to center ice. Benedict with a cross ice pass. They'll bring it up into the slot area. Nifty move, but a good defensive play right at the last second by Ethan Best. Now the puck's played out to center ice. Up over the line, Cramps will tip it down. Seeming chases after it. Cramps in the face-off circle as this one will roll into the goal crease area. And Gauthier will hang on with 12:59 to go in this opening period. Christoph Petula with the power play goal has given Calvin a 1-0 lead. Face-off won by the Knights, but the puck will roll back down into the Calvin end. Davis will have to chase back after it along with Adamick. They play it in the neutral zone area. Cramps, he'll try to feed Seeminga. He gets to Karam up over the line. Nifty move! And a collision to the right of the goal. They'll fight for the puck over on the far side. Here come the Panthers now. 2-on-1 the other way. Blackburn comes up over the line. He tries to feed Paulette. Rebounds loose and they score! Paulette off the rebound along with Blackburn. And we've got a 1-1 tie. Time of the goal, 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Odd man rush for the Panthers, and they're able to tie this one up. Paulette on the rebound at 7:30. And we're all knotted up at 1. So a sense of urgency for both teams as a shot in on goal. Gauthier made the save, as trying to make a play on it that time was Riordan. Face off won by the Knights. Pratt has it at the blue line. There's a riser right into the Davenport logo of the goaltender Gauthier. He'll glove it off and hang on. So a pair of goals in this opening period have us a 1-1 tie. Ouellette gets the equalizer at 7:30. Face off to the right of Gauthier. Won again by the Knights. Pratt has it there. He throws it and he scores! Holden Pratt, a one-time blast just inside the Davenport blue line, and it's 2-1 Calvin. Time of the goal, 7 minutes and 48 seconds. Holden Pratt with a water bottle shot there, and it's 2-1 Calvin off the face-off. Just blasted one past Gauthier, and the Knights have the lead back 2-1. Puck thrown around the boards deep in the Calvin zone. They'll play it around the boards out to center ice. Quickly chasing back after it, Alton along with Backstrom for Calvin. Puck loose in the high slot. Calvin trying to come up with it. Backstrom tries to make a play on it. His pocket is picked. Blackburn got the assist on that Paulette goal. Puck played out into the neutral zone. Now here comes Calvin Justice up over the line, over on the far side. Thought twice about it, a little dipsy-do now as he tries to center one. There's a drive, and he scores! Oh, Calvin again with another goal. Throwing it at the goaltender Gauthier, and it's 3-1 Calvin. Time of the goal, 8 minutes and 38 seconds. Wow. Offensive fireworks here in this opening 8.5 minutes of the first period. 3-1 Calvin. Schenkel, I believe, will get credit for that one. Or check that Stempel. Quentin Stempel, I believe, will get credit for the goal. We'll get the official word on that third goal. Puck loose in
number 18, Chief Schenkel. Number 21, Ed Reardon. Time of that goal,
Riordan and Schenkel getting credit for the assists on that Pratt goal. We'll get the official score going here.
Assist goes to number 37, Nick Justice. Time of that goal, 8:38.
Quentin Stempel gets credit for the third goal. There's the centering play. What a save made by Gauthier on the 2-on-1. Boy, oh boy. Calvin just throwing the lumber at Davenport, or the leather, or whatever you want to call it here in this opening 9 minutes and change. Nick Justice will get credit for the assist on the third goal. That one scored by Quentin Stempel. So 3-1 Calvin. We're not even halfway through the opening period. So off the face-off, the puck will be played off the netting, and we'll get another face-off with 10:31 to go here in this opening period. Boy, what a way to start for the Knights here in this opening 9.5 minutes. Van Dusen will step in to take the face-off. He'll go up against Heath Dry. There'll be to the left of the goaltender Gauthier. Off the face-off, puck played around the boards. Cramps will chase after it, along with Seeminga. Puck played around the boards. Now here comes Davenport, a little too strong for Blackburn. Seeminga will get it. He'll drop it off to Cramps. His pocket is picked right at the blue line. They'll dig away at it right in front of us. Maloney and Cramps and Blackburn, Turner, Seeminga, all gathering around the puck. Now Davenport finally comes up with it. They'll play it around the boards in behind their own goal. Calvin with 3 first period goals have jumped out to a 3-1 lead here. A little over halfway gone in this opening period. Van Dusen will play it around the boards in behind the Davenport goal. We'll get some changes for the Knights. Davenport with a long stretch pass, deflected right in front of the Calvin bench. Collision right in front of the Knights bench as the puck is played right by the face-off circle. Now here come the Knights. They'll bring it up over the line with an opportunity. Odd-angled shot deflected out of play. Riordan taking that one from an odd-angled position, and it is deflected up into the safety netting. So Christoph Petrola at 3:28 with the power play goal, and Brendan Follett at 7:30 the equalizer, but then Calvin with 2 goals 50 seconds apart have made it a 3-1 lead. Blackburn will lift this one down into the Calvin end, and we'll get an icing call, and or Bradburn rather, and that'll bring the face-off back down into the Davenport zone. Face-off will be to the right of Gauthier. Backstrom will take the face-off. And it's going to be played around the boards. Joppy will chase after it. They'll play it over on the far side, right at the blue line. Davenport trying to clear the zone, having a little trouble with that. There's a big hit, and the puck will still be played in the Davenport end. Joppy, though, will clear it out to center ice. This will be tipped down into the Calvin end. Played around the boards. Calvin will lift it to the blue line, and Calvin will come out. Davenport will come up with it. Calvin was offside. 8.5 to go in this opening period. 3-1 Calvin. Puck played in the neutral zone. Stempel has it. Nice move to avoid a check. He'll throw it around the boards. Calvin will get a wholesale change on the fly. Davenport couldn't come up with it to catch him on the change. This one lifted into the neutral zone. McLaughlin will bring it up over the line. He has it taken away from him in the high slot. Now played over in the near corner. They'll play it around the boards in behind the goal. Tipped over, an odd-angled shot off of Yost. I don't even know if he saw that one, but it's deflected over on the near side. Paulette, who's got the only goal for Davenport, throws it into the Calvin zone. Puck back out now. Here comes Alton, drops it off. Almost an opportunity for Davenport, stolen away. Here comes Ickes. He'll bring it up over the line into the high slot. His shot deflected wide. Barron chases after it along with Paulette. Here right out in front. It's loose and deflected back out into the neutral zone. Davis will slow things down as Calvin had to get onside. 7:20 to go here in this opening period. 3-1 Calvin. Up over the line with it. Davenport looks to set it up. Gutschik plays it around over on the far side. Calvin comes up with a steal. Here they come. Here comes Seeminga up over the line. 3-on-1. Seeminga shot. He scores! Joseph Seeminga, coast to coast, comes in and goes top shelf. And the senior from Surrey, British Columbia, makes it 4-1 Calvin. Time of the goal, 12 minutes and 59 seconds. He Just turned on the Jets, went down the near side, got it up top shelf, kind of a little deflection off the crossbar, and it's 4-1 now. Calvin with a big lead. They've got the puck deep in the Davenport end. Out on top, there's a shot deflected off the side of the net. Oh, there's almost an opportunity for the Knights. Puck played now out to center ice.
Knights goals.
Calvin will throw it down in behind the goal. Unassisted on the goal. 12:59 the time of the goal. 4-1 Calvin. Kaminsky for Davenport. Tries to chase back after it. He gets his pocket picked by Riordan, and it's played in behind the Davenport goal. Calvin buzzing around now with 4 first period goals, opening up a 4-1 lead. Adamick has it. He'll play it over to Schenkel. Schenkel gets his pocket picked. It's going to be played into the Calvin zone. Opportunity with a shot. Yost with the save. Rebound. There's another drive deflected in the slot area. Jopi has it. His shot deflected, and it's played over on the far side. Calvin will lift it out to center ice now, played in the neutral zone. Up over the line. Here comes Sawarski with a shot. Oh, a block by Adamick. He gets first dibs on the hot tub after taking that one off the shin. Puck played in the neutral zone, 5.5 to go in this opening period. 4-1 Calvin. Cross ice pass. Joppy will try to get it to McLaughlin to clear the zone. He does. Nifty move by McLaughlin to throw it down into the Calvin end. Justice will chase after it. Plays it over now. Puck played in the neutral zone. Tack over to Stempel. Stempel dumps it down into the Davenport end, and Gauthier will hang on. And we get a little pushing and shoving, a little how do you do? 5:06 to go in this opening period. 4-1. Calvin on top. Petrola, Pratt, Stempel, Sievinga. Those are your goal scorers in the opening period. Paulette for Davenport with their only goal here in the opening 20 minutes. Face-off will be to the left of Gauthier. Calvin controls the face-off at the blue line. Pratt has it. He throws one towards the net, deflected out of play. Petrola was there looking for the deflection. And we'll get another face-off in the Calvin or the Davenport zone. 4:59 to go in this opening period. Ickes will take the face-off against Jake Alton for Davenport. Face-off, chopped at. Pratt comes up with it back at the point, throws it towards the net, deflected wide, played over on the far side. This one will roll down into the Calvin end, and will indeed get an icing call. So another offensive zone face-off for the Knights. No line change for the Panthers, as the face-off will be to the right of Gauthier. Petrola and Alton on the face-off. This one held in at the point again by Pratt. Pratt with one goal here on that blast inside the blue line. Played over on the far side. Davenport comes up with it. They'll play it out into the neutral zone. McLaughlin comes up over the line. He's knocked down and slides into the boards. Petrola will drop it off to Justice. Justice will feed it up over the line. 2-on-1. Oh, Ickes couldn't quite come up to the puck. They had a nice little opportunity that time as it's played back into the neutral zone. Justice will tip it over to Ickes. Ickes will play it off to Barron. They'll play it right in front of us at center ice. A little back and forth. 4 minutes left in this opening period. Calvin exploding for 4 goals here in this opening period. Puck played in the neutral zone. They'll bring it up over the line, coming in on goal. Van Dusen with a backhand right into the midsection of Gauthier, And he'll hang on to the puck. 3:43 to go in this opening period. 4-1. Calvin on top. Seeminga will be in to take the face-off for the Knights. He'll go up against Justin Turner. Van Dusen flank to his left, Cramps to his right. Best throws one towards the net. That one floats wide. This one will be deflected off the netting just to the right of the Davenport bench. And the face-off will again be down in the Davenport zone. So Calvin coming in tonight ranked 13th in the country, trying to secure a bid for the national tournament. Only a couple of weeks left of the regular season off the face-off. Now puck rolling around in the Davenport end, and we're going to get a penalty call coming up to McMullen. We're going to get a trip, and Calvin will go back to the power play. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes and 31 seconds. As you know, Christoph Petrula scored on the power play, the opening goal of the contest back at 3:28. So Matee McMullen guilty of the trip. Ickes has it out at the point. Plays it up top over to Justice. Justice over on the far side. Petrula has it over there. Plays it in around to Seeminga. Justice, one-time blast, deflected away by Gauthier. Good setup to Ickes from Justice. There's a one-timer. Rebound in behind the goal. Big save by Gauthier, and they'll throw it down the length of the ice. Oh my. Couple of golden opportunities. Here comes Seeminga off of a stretch pass. He's bounced off the puck. 1:20 left with the extra man. And Davenport will float it down into the Calvin end. 2:45 to go in the period. Justice has it in behind the Calvin goal. And they'll slow things down to set up the power play. A couple of changes as well for the Knights. Pratt will take it. He'll skate it up and dump it down into the Davenport end. Ernst will chase back after it, trying to come up with possession of the puck. Adamick couldn't quite get over there to keep it in the zone. Schenkel will dump it down into the Davenport end. Ernst will chase after it. 40 seconds left with the extra man. 2:10 to go in this opening period. Calvin will set it back up now with a half a minute to go with their second power play. Pratt skates it up over the line, tries to center one. Van Dusen plays it cross ice. They'll set it up to Adamick, over to Van Dusen. Van Dusen on the left face-off circle. His centering pass deflected. He'll come back up with it over on the high slot, over on the left side, give and go. There's a shot. Oh my goodness, what a save by Gauthier. He was shielded that time, but was able to get the puck and keep it a 4-1 game with 1:40 to go here in the opening period. 11 seconds left in the Calvin power play. Backstrom will go up against Dalton on the face-off. Davenport wins it cleanly. They'll just rifle this one down into the Calvin end to eat up the rest of the power play time. 1 for 2 with the extra man tonight for the Calvin Knights with under 1.5 minutes to go in the opening period. This one deflects out into the neutral zone. Stempel will make a play on it. His pocket is picked. He has to get onside. Davenport comes up with it. Calvin jumped out to a 1-0 lead. Davenport tied it, but then 3 unanswered has given Calvin a 4-1 lead. 3 goals in a span of 3 minutes for the Knights. Puck played in the neutral zone, under 1 minute to go in the opening period. And we'll get an icing call and a face-off down in the Davenport, or the Calvin zone. 54.2 seconds left to go here in this opening period. Face-off will be to the left of Adam Yost. take the face-off as he went up against Backstrom, as it's now played down into the Davenport zone. And again, an icing call on Calvin. So another face-off in the Calvin end with 46 seconds left to go here in this opening period. Face-off to the left of Yost. Alton again will go up against Maverick Backstrom. Face-off won cleanly by Davenport. Maloney's pass, or shot rather, sailed up over the top of the goal. Big collision in front of the Calvin bench. 35 seconds left to go. Davenport with the puck deep in the Calvin zone. Looking to try to get a last second shot into the net here in this last half minute. Maloney, though, will chase back after it in his own end. Petrola will try to put some heat on him as well. 20 seconds to go in the period. Puck played over on the far side. A little dipsy-do by the Panthers, but the pressure by Calvin deep in the Panther zone. 8 seconds left to go in the period. Tipped around in behind the goal. They're trying to stuff one pass. And Gauthier will hang on. 3.9 left to go in this opening period. 4-1 our score. Calvin on top. All right, we'll get a face-off to the left of Gauthier now. We're gonna have a little senior night presentation in between periods here, so don't go anywhere with Calvin on senior night, enjoying a 4-1 lead here in the opening 20 minutes. Face-off won by Calvin. This one's gonna deflect over in the near corner, and that'll do it. So Calvin with a huge opening period. Christoph Petrola on the power play at 3:28. Brendan Paulette at 7:30 evens the score. And then Holden Pratt 18 seconds later makes it 2-1 Calvin. And Quentin Stempel at 8:38 makes it 3-1. And then Joseph Seeminga at 12:59 makes it a 4-1 lead after 20 minutes of play. You want to do something with the camera over there?
Bring him down there.
Oh, okay.
Thank you everyone for coming out to recognize our amazing senior class here at Calvin. Before we get into the players, we'd like to make a special recognition of another senior who has been immensely important to our team's success over the past 3 seasons. From filling water bottles, setting up cameras, urgently getting things mid-game, he's done it all for the team. Let's give a huge Calvin night thank you to our team manager, Brandon Rupert. Now on to our players, and we ask you to hold your applause until the end, please. First up, we have number 20, Josh Tack from Vancouver, British Columbia. Josh transferred to Calvin last season and has played 27 games for the Knights. He'll be graduating this spring with a degree in finance. Josh is proud of attending and graduating from a school so far from home, as well as being a part of Calvin and hockey program. Our next senior is number 15, Quentin Stempel. Quentin hails from Fribourg, Switzerland. Quentin also transferred in last season and has played 41 games at Calvin. He'll graduate this spring with a degree in finance and is looking to start his own business. Quentin is thankful for the school, advisors, coaches, and teachers who helped him a lot while transitioning schools and through graduation. Next up is number 14, Maverick Backstrom from Long Oak, Ontario. Maverick is a 2-time captain in our program and has played 76 games with 41 points. He'll graduate this spring with an education degree and is hopeful to continue his hockey career while pursuing a position as a full-time gym teacher. Maverick has had a great experience academically and athletically while meeting some of his closest friends at Calvin who will be considered family forever. Next we have number 3, Justin Davis from Livonia, Michigan. Justin has played 119 games with 37 points at Calvin and is a 2-time captain. He will graduate this spring with a degree in marketing. Justin has met a lot of interesting and impactful people at Calvin, and although he didn't love the 5:30 alarms most days, he enjoyed every minute he got to spend playing the game he loves with his teammates. Next up is number 27, Kyle Van Dusen from Alpena, Michigan. Kyle is a 2-time team captain and has played in 94 games. He is one of the program's 4 members of the 100-point club at the D1 level. He was voted Team Rookie of the Year and Team MVP twice. Kyle will graduate this spring with a degree in engineering and will pursue a career that will make a positive impact on people's lives. Kyle learned more in 4 years at Calvin than he thought was possible. He's met so many amazing people, from classmates, professors, coaches, and of course his new teammates. We'll always be thankful for the opportunity to continue playing the game he loves for 4 more years. Lastly, number 96, Jacob Seebiga from Surrey, British Columbia. Jacob is another 2-time captain and has played 120 career games and is currently 84th all-time in scoring in ACHA D1 history with 186 points. He was named to the All-American Rookie Team, All-Conference multiple times, and represented Team Canada at the World Cup of Hockey, earning a silver medal. Jacob will graduate with a Bachelor's of Science and a Master's in Accounting while making the Dean's List every semester. He's pursuing an initial role in public accounting and as an auditor, which will open doors to other opportunities. Jacob says it's the relationships and memories he's made over the last 5 years that he'll miss the most. Road trips, celebrations, Romania with Team Canada and Coach Petruzma, and much more. He's lived a dream over the last 5 years and knows that this time has prepared him for whatever comes next. Like a machine. All right, folks, let's hear it for our awesome senior class.
Well, welcome back, everybody. The second period just about set to go here from the Eagles Ice Center, the home of the Calvin Knights. If you're a Calvin Knights fan, what a great first period it was. They jumped out to a 1-0 lead early on a power play goal from Christoph Petrel on a beautiful feed from Steven Ickes. Jacob Sieminga also getting credit with the goal, or with an assist rather, on that opening goal. And then Davenport was able to tie it up on a Brandon Paulette goal at 7:30, but then 18 seconds later, Holden Pratt with a blast from just inside the blue line. Water bottle shot made it 2-1 Calvin, and then about 50 seconds after that, Quentin Stempel from an assist from Nick Justice made it 3-1. And then about 4 minutes later, it was Jacob Sieminga coming in all alone over the left side, blasted one top shelf, and that's where we stand. Calvin up 4-1 here on senior night, here from the Eagles Ice Center. The first of two this weekend between the Knights and the Panthers. They'll be playing over at Patterson tomorrow night. And then next weekend ends the regular season already with a home-and-home with the Purdue Northwest squad. The home game will be next Saturday night, and we'll have that for you here on the Calvin University Sports Network. All right, both teams out on the ice. They're going to switch sides. Calvin will be going from left to right on your television screen, computer dial, however you're watching around the world. On the Calvin University Sports Network on YouTube, they'll be in their home gold jerseys with the maroon trim, maroon numerals and helmet. Davenport in the road black jerseys. White and red trim, black helmets, white numbers. (4-1) Calvin as we get underway here in this second period. The 13th ranked Calvin University Knights hosting Davenport in this Great Lakes Collegiate Hockey League tournament, or not, regular season game rather, as this one's throwing down in the Davenport zone. It'll be played down on the far side by Stoyevsky, and he plays it into the Calvin end. Nick Justice able to go back after it. He feeds Ickes. He tries to dump it down into the far corner. Played in the neutral zone now. Pratt gets his pocket pick. Coming up over the line, Benedict tries to make a play, a long centering pass. There's one kicked away. Rebound in the slot area, it's loose. Oh, it trickles just wide of the goal. Here comes Calvin. Ickes will skate it up and up over the line. Tries to drop it off. Petrula tries to make a play on it. Throws it around the boards, about a minute gone in this second period. Davis has it, he'll throw it down into the Davenport zone. And we'll get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Face-off will come down into the Calvin end. Alton will take the face-off against Jacob Sieminga. Off the face-off, Davenport comes up with it. They'll throw it around the boards. Played in behind the Calvin goal. They'll dig away at it there. Try to chop away at it. Sieminga tries to come up with it. Good play though, briefly by Alton to hold it in. Bauer able to keep it in, but Calvin there to make a play on it. This one's going to go down in the Davenport end. Sieminga and Ickes chase after it. Cramps tries to camp out in front of the net. Played out to the point. Best over to Davis. Davis throws one towards the net, deflected. Back out to Davis on top. Cross ice pass over to Best. His play deflected. And Gauthier will glove it off and hang on with 18:16 to go in this second period. 4-1 in favor of the Knights. Jacob Sieminga will take the face off. He'll go up against Justin Turner. He's got Cramps flanked around him along with Kyle Van Duzen. Davis out on top. We get a little discussion with the scorers. penalty box area. Little delay here with 18-16 to go here in this second period. All right, now we're all set to go. Face off one cleanly by Calvin, holding it in, throwing it around the boards. Ethan Best tried to hold it in. Now it's played still in the Davenport zone. Stolen away at center ice, seeming up feeds cramps. In the high slot, his play is wide over on the far side. Van Duzen will chase after it. He slips and falls as he makes a play on it, and this one will go back into the neutral zone. Best will have to hang on to it until Calvin gets onside. They'll play it now in behind the Davenport goal. Pressure still being applied by the Knights. Now played out to center ice. They'll bring it up quickly over the line. Maloney has it there. Plays it over in the near corner. Tries to backhand it. He's bounced off the puck. Jordan tries to make a play on it as well. 2.5 gone in this second period. Calvin now will deflect it out to center ice. Ernst chases after it. He'll play it in front of the goal. He tries to make a play on it. He's knocked off the puck. This one will be lifted out to center ice down into the Calvin end. There will be no icing. As it's played around the boards, we'll get a couple of changes each way. There's a one-time blast off of a feed that's wide of the goal. Played over now on the near side. This one will be lifted out to center ice. Ernst tries to make a play on it. They both tumble right at the Davenport blue line. Held in. Stoyevsky's shot wide of the goal. Puck held in at the blue line. Davis, he outlets it, tipped out into the neutral zone. Tack tried to make a play on it. Davis now has it. Davis will just lift this one up into the Davenport end. No icing. And well, and I guess there will be, or they're going to say it was played. We're going to get a hooking call, I should say. And we will get a power play opportunity, it looks like, for Davenport. Schenkel will go to the penalty box. So Davenport will look to try to get into the, back into this one. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Second power play of the night for Davenport. Puck deflected on the left face-off circle, and Calvin will fling this one down into the Davenport end. Eat up some of the power play time as we approach 4 minutes gone in this second period. Puck played in the neutral zone as they dump it down into the Calvin end. Stoyevsky will chase after it. Best will whip it around the boards. And this one held in at the point, but a steal. Off the boards now, here comes Backstrom with an opportunity shorthanded. He'll just throw it wide. Oh, there's a Karam that almost got a good shot off for Calvin. Barron tried to play that bounce off the boards, but Davenport will come up with it. They'll play it out into the neutral zone and dump it briefly into Calvin end, but the Knights able just to clear it down towards the goal. 1:05 left with the extra man for Davenport. Having some trouble setting up the power play as Pratt dumps it into the neutral zone. Here they come now, the Panthers up over the line. There's a shot. Adam Yost able to glove that one off easily and hang on with 50 seconds left in the power play. 15-12 to go here in the second period. 4-1 Calvin. Face off won by the Knights. They've got control of the puck. Pratt will try to dump it out of the zone. This one floats right into the goal crease. Yost will hang on. Gottschalk was able to hold it in and throw it towards the net. Face off again will be down in the Calvin zone. Face off will be to the right of Adam Yost. Davenport wins the face-off, but it hopped over the stick with Gottschalk, so he's going to have to go back and chase after it. Half a minute left in the power play for Davenport. 14:50 to go, second period. Calvin, 4 first period goals, have staked themselves out to a 4-1 lead. Paulette with the only goal for Davenport throws it cross ice. They'll bring it up over the line. Try to set it up. There's a centering pass. Now here's an opportunity for Calvin. 2-on-1 the other way, shorthanded. Ickes coming up over the line. He's got Petrola, but Paulette able to tip it away. Power play is over. Calvin back to full strength. 0 for 2 for Davenport with the extra man. They had an early power play 80 seconds into the game, but couldn't convert. Then Calvin had an opportunity early and they were able to. So 4-1 our score. 4 different goal scorers for Calvin in the opening period. As the face-off will be down in the Davenport zone. Face-off won by the Knights. It's in the high slot area over on the far side. They'll clear it out to center ice now quickly the other way. Here comes McLaughlin looking to center one, and he throws one through the goal crease area. Deflects over to the far side. There's an odd-angled play. McLaughlin trying to camp out in front of the net. Now Calvin will skate it out into the neutral zone. Bringing it up quickly over the line. Seeminga tries to feed Van Duzen. Ooh, there's a dangerous play. Gauthier has to gobble it up in the goal crease. Seeminga tried to feed Van Duzen streaking into the slot area, but he couldn't quite get it to him. But instead, we'll get a face-off down into the Davenport zone. 13:41 to go, second period. 4-1, Calvin on top. Face-off won by the Knights. Adamick holds it, plays it over to Riordan. They'll play it over on the near side. Puck played in behind the boards, in behind the goal rather. As they dig it out of there, it goes over to the far side. Puck played around over on the far side. Davenport trying to clear the zone. Held in checked that. Played right out at the point. Held in still by Calvin. Good play to hold it. Grishitov tries to hold it in. It hops over his stick, and he'll play it back over to Adamick. Adamick dumps one wide of the goal. Was hoping maybe for an old Joe Louis Arena bounce there, as it's played around the boards over on the far side. 12:50 to go in the second period. 4-1 Calvin. That hopped over the stick of Grishitov again, so he's going to have to backtrack after it. A little bit of token pressure being applied by Davenport. Puck trickles into the neutral zone. Backstrom now will skate back after it. Delayed penalty call coming up. High stick, I believe, is going to be called. And we'll get a power play opportunity for Calvin. So Calvin will go back to the power play. I believe a high stick is going to be the call. As going to the penalty box will be McLaughlin. Time of the penalty, or check that. Kaminsky will go to the penalty box. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes and 35 seconds. Calvin with their third power play opportunity now tonight to try to stretch their lead. Out on the point, Ickes plays it. It's deflected up over the Calvin bench. And out of play. 1:53 left in the power play. 12:19 to go in the second period. Face-off fought for, controlled now by Davenport, throwing it around the boards. Here's an opportunity, shorthanded. Oh, Alton couldn't come up with it. Yost has to be careful though, and on-rushing Davenport Panther Bradburn tried to make a play on it. Here comes Calvin the other way. There's one tip right out in front, held in at the blue line by Petrola. He'll drop it off. Now played over in the high slot area, and now they'll backtrack with it. Justice flips one high off the glass. Played to the left of the goal, centering pass, nobody home. Calvin able to hold it in. Petrula plays it around the boards. Little give and go opportunity. And this one will be dumped down the length of the ice, right to Yost. Oh, a little too far for Barron. Gauthier has to come out of the net to play it. Oh, and it deflected the shot. He was trying to glove it off. He couldn't quite get to it. Instead, it's played in behind the goal. Risky play by McLaughlin. 48 seconds left in the power play. Justice has it over on the right side to Pratt. Pratt skates it high slot. Shot wide of the goal. Calvin comes up with a rebound though. Pratt has it there. One-time blast. Deflected before it got to the goal. And this one will go down the length of the ice. Yost looking for an assist that last time on that stretch pass. 20 seconds left in the power play. 10:46 to go here in the second period. Here's a giveaway coming up over the line. But Calvin able to come up with it. Yost hands it off. They'll play it around the boards. Justice will try to play it out to center ice. Maloney has it though. And Davenport will gobble up the rest of the power play time.
Davenport at full strength.
And now 1 for 3 with the extra man is Calvin. 4-1 our score still. Calvin on top of Davenport. 4 opening period goals. Petrula, Pratt, Stempel, and Seeminga the goal scorers for the Knights. Follett for Davenport. So with 10:16 to go in this second period. Face-off will be in the Calvin zone on the icing call. All right. Face-off to the right of Yost. Won by the Knights. Adamick will chase back after it. He'll throw it around the boards. Jilski and Grishitov try to make a play on it. Davenport comes up with it though. Try to center one, they hold it in. Deflected over on the near side. Adamick will chase after it. There's a centering play. Calvin comes up with it. Clearing pass deflected. Stajewski tries to make a play on it in the high slot. Finally coming up with it. Benedict's shot, he whipped on it, gets the rebound. But Yost is able to save that one and trap it and hang on to it with 9:43 to go in the second period. Face-off will be to the right of Yost. Alton will take the face-off. He'll go up against Backstrom. Puck still loose off the face-off. Davenport comes up with it. McLaughlin tries to throw it over on the far side. They try to tip one past Yost. Instead, it's lifted out to center ice. McMullen has it there. They'll play it up over the line. Over on the far side, nobody home on the centering pass. Here comes Calvin. Tackle skated up over the line. He's got Backstrom with him. There's a shot deflected. Rebound over on the far side. Now the puck is played back out to center ice. And we get a whistle. Stoppage of play. As we get 9:09 to go in the second period. 4-1 Calvin. And we're going to get a penalty coming up to the Knights. Backstrom's going to go to the box. I believe he's going to get a slash. 10:51 the time of the penalty. So this will be Davenport's third opportunity with the extra man. Slashing indeed the call. Ickes able to get it out to center ice. Here comes Petrula shorthanded with Ickes trying to make a play down into the slot area. And Gauthier rather will glove it off and hang on. So we'll get a face-off in the Calvin offensive zone, shorthanded for another minute 43. (4-1) our score here on senior night. The 13th ranked Calvin Knights looking to keep that going to try to earn their way into the national tournament in 34 days down in St. Louis. If you're going to make the trip down there, make sure you stop and say hi. I'll be down there in the main arena for the duration of the tournament, calling games for Hockey TV, Flow Hockey for the ACHA in the national tournament. All 5 divisions will be down there from March 7th through the 17th. Calvin's D3 team looking to get a spot as well. Sawarski comes up, his shot deflected off the skate of Justice. Minute 8 left in the power play for Davenport. Calvin, though, comes out with a shorthanded opportunity as it's going to be thrown wide of the goal. Gauthier will just hang on to it, so we'll get another face-off down in the Davenport end. 8:07 to go here in this second period. Other teams in the conference looking good for the playoffs. Purdue Northwest, or the national tournament rather, Purdue Northwest sitting at number 11, and of course Adrian at number 2. So, and then Grand Valley as well, sitting at about numbers, I think there's 17 this week. Davenport just outside the top 25. Face-off won by Calvin. They'll chase after it here at center ice. They'll just throw it down the length of the ice. 45 seconds left in the power play for Davenport. 7:50 to go now here in the second period. Over on the far side, it's played now to the top. Paulette's riser sails up over the top of the goal. Back out on top. Paulette a give and go. There's a drive deflected. Rebound is right out in front. And Yost will hang on. Taking the drive was Gutschik that time from inside the blue line. .37 to go in the period, 28 seconds left in the extra man. Puck played around in behind the Calvin goal. Out on top with it. There's a drive by Paulette that sailed wide. Gutschik has it over here on the near corner. They'll play it in behind the boards. They'll chop at it over on the far side. Calvin able to come up with it. Seeminga will skate it up into the Davenport zone. He'll try to make a play on it. Both teams now at full strength. 0 for 3 now for Davenport with the extra man. Coming up on 7 minutes left to go in the second period. 4-1 Calvin on top. Puck played over on the far side by Bauer. Calvin, though, will come up with it. They'll just lift it into the Davenport zone. And we're going to get a whistle and a face-off back down into the Calvin end. 6:48 left here in this second period. Again, these two teams will play tomorrow night over at Patterson Ice Center here in the Grand Rapids area. We invite you to check that out. And then next weekend, the regular season finale for the Knights. A home and home with Purdue Northwest. The home game will be Saturday night. We'll have it for you here on the Calvin University Sports Network. As offside will be the call. And a face-off will come outside the Davenport blue line. Face-off won cleanly by the Knights. McJustice has it. He tries to throw it over to Schenkel. Schenkel will backhand it back towards the blue line. Back and forth with it. Here's a steal. There's a shot deflected. Ernst came in off the giveaway, but his play deflected. Here's one backhanded, still deep in the Davenport zone. Played out to center ice. Quickly lifted. Sawarski comes up over the line. He tries to center one. This one goes all the way over to the far side. Held in by Busha. He plays it over on the far side. Centering pass. There's a one-time opportunity. Yost and the rebound, and he scores. Keelan Sawarski on a second and third opportunity. Able to put it past Yost. And it's 4-2 now in favor of Calvin. Time of the goal, 14:01. So Davenport able to get on the scoreboard here. A big goal for them now, cutting that lead down to 4-2. Again, time of the goal, 14:01. Sawarski with a second and third opportunity. Got it past Adam Yost, and we got a 4-2 lead. Puck played in the Davenport end. In behind the Davenport goal, they'll come up with the puck. Backstrom tries to deflect it. It goes into the feet of Tack. He backhands it down into the Davenport end. Good pressure being applied as this one sails over the head of the referee. He almost took one in the chops as the puck is now played by Dajilski. His pocket is picked. Play now over on the near side. Joppy plays it around the boards. Ethan Best has it deep in the Calvin end. Davenport with a little life now, putting a little extra pressure as this one's floated down into the Davenport end.
Number 61, Tyler Kaminsky, time of the goal, 14:01.
Kaminsky will get credit with the assist. Time of the goal, 14:01. And it's now a 4-2 hockey game. Davenport cutting the lead to 2. Backstrom will go in for that face-off. Won by Davenport. Gutschik will throw it around the boards over on the near side. Blackburn pinned up against the boards by Best as they dig away at it over in the corner. They chop at it. It's pinned up against the board still. Dry tries to make a play on it as well. There's Backstrom in there digging away at it. They're kicking and chopping, trying to get that puck out of there. Now Backstrom does. 4:35 left in the period. Puck thrown back down in the Davenport end. We'll get a couple of changes for Calvin. Davenport trying to catch him in that change now. Up over the line, Paulette. He tries to center one. A little too strong for Dry. Played over on the far side. Calvin comes up with the loose puck. They'll skate it out of the zone. Here comes Zickus. Wheeling and dealing up over the line. Drops it off for Petrula. Over in the near corner. There it rolls over on the far side. 4 minutes to go in the period. Puck played in behind. There's an odd-angled try. Gauthier able to glove it off and hang on. 3:55 to go, second period. Keelan Sawarski at 14:01 has helped Davenport cut the deficit down to 4-2. Face off to the left of Gauthier. Ickes will take the face off. Petrula to his right. They win the face off. Puck played around the boards in behind the Davenport goal. Stolen away, puck played out now to center ice. Here comes Davenport up over the line trying to center one. Now it's deflected, played in the neutral zone. Davenport will come back up with it. 3.5 to go in the second period. Adamick plays it cross ice over on the far side. Out into the neutral zone area. This will trickle into the Davenport end. Oh, a big hit over on the far side. Barron got nailed and he was sprawling over on the far corner. Gets up though, no worse for the wear. Held in at the point with a shot. Grishatov's shot sailed wide. Back out to center ice, 3 minutes to go in the period. Davenport now will have control of the puck. This one's going to float down into the Calvin zone. There will be no icing. Grishatov gets it to Seeminga. Over to Cramps. Cramps will bring it up over the line. 2-on-2 with Van Duzen. Drops it off for Kyle Van Duzen. Over cross ice pass. Back out on top, Justice. Over on the far side, Pratt with a blast, deflected in behind the goal. Big hit in behind the Davenport goal again. Less than 2.5 to go in the period. Puck thrown around the boards. Kaminsky plays it off the hop. Over on the far side, Justice tries to clear it. It's cleared out to center ice. Cross ice pass now up. Sawarski tries to make a play on it. He got the only goal a few minutes ago for Davenport in the second period to make it a 4-2 game. There's one right into the pads of Gauthier. He'll hang on. 2 minutes exactly left to go in this second period. Face-off will be down in the Davenport zone to the left of Gauthier. Oh, now they're going to make it the right side of Gauthier. Face-off fought for, played over on the far side. They'll throw it around the boards in behind the Davenport goal. This one lifted into the neutral zone. Played by Pratt. Now deflected over on the far side. $1:45 to go in the second period. Ernst tries to make a play on it. Now it's over on the near side. This one will trickle out to center ice. Calvin will have to regroup to get on side. And they do now as it's played down back into the Davenport end. Sticks flying everywhere. Broken lumber. Penalty coming up to Calvin. And we'll get a slash. Time of the penalty, 18:41. So Davenport now with their fourth power play opportunity of the night. As Pratt will go to the penalty box, his second penalty of the night. Davenport 0 for 3 so far with the extra man. This is a huge penalty though. Time of the penalty, 18:41. If they can get one here with the extra man, this will make things very interesting going into the third period. Bauer will take the face-off against Dickus. Calvin needs to be strong on the penalty kill again. Puck held in by Gutschik. Slashing indeed the call on Pratt. Lazy play now. Here comes Calvin with an opportunity. Ickes tries to weave through traffic shorthanded. Oh, he tried to tip one past Gauthier, and that'll necessitate a face-off. 1:02 left in the period. 1:44 left with the extra man. So a big face-off in the Davenport zone. 4-2 our score with the face-off in the Davenport zone. Ickes will take the face-off for the Knights. Puck controlled by Davenport now, under a minute to go. About a 40-second differential in the penalty. As Stoyeski comes up over the line. He'll throw it around the boards, chasing after it. Sawarski played over on the far side. Calvin now with the puck end of possession. Ickes again comes up shorthanded over the line. Tries to make a play on it. He's dumped by the goalie over on the far side. He comes up with the loose puck again. Shorthanded, Calvin has the puck. Played in the Davenport zone, 27 seconds left. Tries to feed it right out in front. And Gauthier with the save. Petrula tried to stuff one in shorthanded. So again, another Davenport zone face-off. 21.2 left to go in the period. 1:02 left in the power play. So a 41-second layover, carryover, if you will, into the third period. Face-off, Davenport wins it. They come up with it. Gutschik has it. In behind the goal. He'll skate it around with 15 seconds left. This one will be thrown down in the Calvin end. Calvin able to come up with it. They'll dump it down in the Davenport zone. 5 seconds left in the period. And it looks like we'll go into the third period with a power play of 41 seconds for Davenport. The only goal scored in the second period. Keelan Sawarski at 14:01 to help cut that Calvin lead to 4-2. All right, 40 minutes into the books. We should have an exciting third period coming up. 13th ranked Calvin hanging on to a 2-goal lead, 4-2 after 40 minutes. We'll be back in about 14 minutes with the start of the third period. You're on the Calvin University Sports Network on YouTube. Well, hi everybody, welcome back. Just about set to go for the third period as Davenport, the only goal in the second period scored by Sawarski at 14:01. They've cut the lead to 4-2 after 40 minutes of play. As Davenport will enter the third period with a 41-second power play. Leftover amount of time on the slashing call on Pratt. So this is a big opening series, if you will, for Davenport, an opening few seconds with the extra man. Their fourth power play of the night. They're 0 for 3 so far. And for Calvin, they got to keep the penalty kill going. They had a really good penalty kill through the first 40 minutes, and especially the last one. They had a couple of big opportunities shorthanded, as Gauthier had to be strong to keep it a 4-2 game. So this Great Lakes Collegiate Hockey League contest, the first of two this weekend between these two teams. As we mentioned, tomorrow night they will trade places and go over to the Patterson Ice Center for the wrap-up of the series. And then it's on to next weekend for Calvin against Purdue Northwest. And then the conference tournament the weekend of the 15th. They'll have a home game in that tournament Thursday night, and we'll have it for you right here on the Calvin University Sports Network. All right, switching sides. Calvin will be going from right to left in their home gold jerseys with the maroon trim, maroon helmets. And Davenport in their road black jerseys going from left to right on your television dial, computer screen, however you're watching around the world. You're on the Calvin University Sports Network. Puck thrown around in behind the goal. Yost will try to make a play on it. Oh, he almost got caught out of position with 20 seconds left with the extra man. Gotchik has it over to Paulette. Paulette plays it over on the far side, dumped around the boards. Best tries to make a play on it as well. Down to under 10 seconds left in the power play. Paulette's shot deflected in traffic. Blackburn has it back out on top. Paulette over to Gotchik. Here's a drive deflected wide. And Calvin will kill the penalty. Puck still in the right face-off circle. Now here's an opportunity for the Knights. Van Duzen tried to make a play on it into the Davenport zone. We're going to get a line change for the Knights. Petula with a good defensive play on Bauer. He'll get the puck up over the line. His play tipped. It goes in behind the Davenport goal. A little over a minute gone in this third period, a 4-2 hockey game in favor of Calvin. Here comes Maloney up over the line. His play deflected over in the near side. Calvin tries to skate after the puck over in the near corner. Puck played now by Adamick in behind the goal over to Grishatov. The outlets it to Seminga. His cross ice pass over to Petrol. He'll play it up over the line, throw it towards the net. This one's deflected in behind the goal. 18:20 to go in this third period. Blackburn has it. He throws it wide of the goal. Pratt will chase back after it. We'll get a line change for Davenport as well. Seminga off to Ickes. Ickes comes up over the line. Right at the last second, a penalty call coming up to Davenport. And we're going to get a power play opportunity for the Knights. It'll be their fourth. Time of the penalty, 1:57. So a huge opportunity now for the Knights, as Busha will go to the penalty box. Time of the penalty, 1:57. Calvin with the only power play goal of the night. The opening goal of the contest way back in the first 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Christoph Petrula with that power play. Adamick will chase back after it off the face-off deep in his own zone.
Davenport penalty number 16.
He's got Pratt skating along with him. Schenkel, Ernst, and Van Duzen. Busha with hooking the call on that penalty, as the puck will float back out to center ice. Minute 35 left with the extra man and 17:35 to go regulation time. Schenkel skates it in behind the goal. Plays it over, it's deflected down into the neutral zone area. Alton trying to play it shorthanded. Calvin, though, with numbers, dumps it back down into the Davenport zone. Icing will be the call. And we'll get a face-off in the Calvin end. 1:16 left in the Calvin power play. 17-19 to go here in regulation time. Blackburn and Schenkel will take the face-off, won by Davenport. Joppy just throws it towards the face-off circle. Now here comes Ernst. Ernst will slow things down now. We're down to a minute left with the extra man. Check that, Adamick, as we get another change. Ickes will skate it up with Petrula. Over the line, Seeminga as well. Petrula comes in. Feed to Seeminga with a shot. Oh, Gauthier slid over to make the save. And we'll get a face-off in the Davenport zone. But boy, what a big save that time by Gauthier. They almost had him out of position. Maybe one more feed over to the short side. They could have had an empty net, but nonetheless, we get a face-off here in the Davenport zone. Ickes, there's a drive. Puck is loose. And Gauthier able to squeeze it off now with 43 seconds left in the power play. Face off to his right. Seeminga and Alton will be the participants. Calvin wins the face-off. Ickes on top. Plays it over to Justice. There's one thrown to the near side. Ickes will chase back after it. 30 seconds left with the extra man. Puck in the high slot area. They'll skate it around. Justice has it there over on the far side. Back out on top. They thought about it over there. Now it's going to be played again. Puck played in behind the goal. They dig away at it. Petrula has it. And it trickles over to the far side. 10 seconds left to go in the power play. Yost will try to play it out to center ice. Petrula dumps it into the Davenport zone. The power play is over.
Back at full strength.
4 minutes gone in this third period. Still a 4-2 hockey game. Puck played in the neutral zone area. Maloney now will bring it up over the line. Try to center one. Deflected in behind the goal. Collision over in behind the Calvin goal. Davenport with a little bit of pressure now. Puck loose over on the far side. Now here comes Calvin. Tackle, dump it down into the near side. He'll chase after it along with Paulette. Ernst as well has it in behind the goal. Centering play. Tech with an opportunity, whipping on it. Puck now back out to center ice. Maloney. He'll dump it down into the Calvin zone. Played around the boards to the near side. This one will shoot across into the neutral zone. 15-12 to go in the third period. Puck up over the line. Davenport with an opportunity. This one whistles around the boards out to the point. Joppy's play deflected. Good play by Tack to deflect it out into the neutral zone. Benedict tries to make a play on it. He blew his shoe as it rolls into the Davenport zone. Stoyovsky now will skate it up over the line, over on the far side. His play goes wide. Back and forth we go. McMullen, he centers one. There's an opportunity. Wide of the goal. Big save though, as it was a piece of it was gotten by Yost actually. As Seeminga will bring it up over the line. Over to Cramps. Cramps goes into the slot area. He loses his shoe and it's going to be held in. There's one deflected wide. Van Duzen has it. He'll dump it down around the far side. Cramps has it in behind the goal. Centers one. Deflected over into the near corner. Barron tries to center one. Davenport will come up with it. We're going to get a couple of changes. McMillan will just dump it down into the Calvin zone. Barron has it at the blue line. His cross ice pass over to Petrula. Petrula has Van Duzen up over the line. And his pocket is picked, so Calvin has to get back on side. Puck dumped down into the near corner. Petrula will chase after it. 13:40 to go. Regulation time, still a 2-goal lead. Alton throws it around the boards. This one dumped back out into the neutral zone. Adamick will backtrack with the puck. He'll backhand it over to the far side. Davis tries to make a play on it. Here comes Ickes, his pocket is picked. Bauer comes up with it. Bauer now will skate it over to Elton. Elton brings it up over the line on the near side. Looks to center one. Deflected high in the air. And Yost will glove it off. 13:10 left to go, regulation time. Calvin clinging to a 2-goal lead, 4-2. All 4 of their goals scored in the first period. In a 10-minute span, actually, from about 3 minutes and 20 seconds to 12:59. Now the puck will roll down into the Davenport end. Gauthier will touch it, so there is no icing. Puck played into the neutral zone now. Davenport looking to rush it down into the Calvin end. It hops right into the breadbasket of Yost, and he'll hang on. Face-off now again will be down in the Calvin zone. Face-off controlled by Davenport. They'll throw it wide over on the near side. Puck lifted out to center ice. Paulette will chase back after it. And icing will be the call as he and Ernst tried to sprint towards the puck. So a face-off in the Calvin end with 12:37 to go here in this third period. Calvin 13th ranked in this latest poll in the ACHA Men's Division I. They expanded the pool, if you will, or the field to 24 teams in Division I this year, up from 20. The top 8 teams will get a bye in the opening round of the playoffs. So the other 16 will play in the opening day on March 7th. Puck played over on the far side. Obviously, you'd like to get one of those top 8 seeds. The team with the best opportunity in the Great Lakes Collegiate Hockey League for that is Adrian, currently ranked number 2 in the country, behind Minot State. Puck played back in the Calvin end. They'll just backtrack after the puck lifted out to center ice. Backstrom trying to catch Davenport in a change. Under 12 to go now in regulation time. Here's a steal. Van Duzen's shot. Gauthier with the save. Whipping on the clear. And Van Duzen almost made him pay. But Gauthier hangs on to the puck. So a hot start by Calvin in the opening 13 minutes has given them a 4-2 lead, trying to hang on. Best with it out on top, plays it in behind the goal. Played over on the far side. Now it'll be outletted into the neutral zone. Played out to center ice. They'll skate it up over the line. Played over on the far side. Puck held in, hopped over the stick. That time of McMullen, they'll have to chase back after it. 11:20 left to go regulation time now. McMillan tries to play it to center ice. Calvin just comes up with it, a little dump and chase now. Over to Semiga, he'll tip it over to Petrola. Petrola, nifty move, his shot into the breadbasket. Boy, he made 2 brilliant moves to come in on goal, point blank. Gauthier able to hang on. 11:06 to go, third period. The latest goal in the second period, Keelan Sawarski for Davenport at 14:01. Face-off still in the face-off circle into the slot area, chasing over on the far side. Puck played in behind the goal. They'll chop at it over there. Now lifted out to center ice. McLaughlin tries to make a play on it. His shot, he scores! He just went in, bullied his way down into the Calvin end and got it past Yost, top shelf. And we got a 1-goal game now. McLaughlin, time of the goal, 9 minutes and 12 seconds. Wow. Looked like Calvin had the angle covered. but Robert McLaughlin at 9-12 has breathed a little more life into Davenport. They've made this a one-goal game. 4-3 now our score. 10:40 to go, regulation time. Pratt holds it in at the blue line. Plays it over to Riordan. His play deflected high over the top of the goal. Ernst will chase back after it. Played over on the near side. Puck held in at the point. Schenkel plays it over to Ernst. Ernst tries to stuff one pass. Now played over on the far side. Now here comes Davenport looking for the equalizer. Puck played in behind the goal. Unassisted on that McLaughlin goal. Halfway through the third period now. Calvin's lead, which was once 3, is down to 1. Here halfway through this third period. Puck still loose in the high slot area. Calvin will have to regroup and get onside. All they do is Dajelski will play it over on the far side. Played over almost on the doorstep. Seeminga has it. Plays it out on top to Best. Best throws one towards the net. Oh, it's deflected, and Gauthier will glove it off and hang on. 9:34 to go. Robert McLaughlin has made it a one-goal game. It's now 4-3. Calvin on top. This face-off will be to the right of Gauthier. Well, Gauthier's been stellar the last couple of periods after giving up 4 goals in that opening period. Van Duzen's shot deflected wide. Jajilski plays it over on the far side to Cramps. Back now out on top. Ernst has it at the blue line. He'll play it over on the far side. They chop away at it over in the near corner. Best holds on at the blue line. His shot deflected high and out of play. 9:12 to go. Here in this third period, we get a fresh change for Davenport, and we'll get a change for Calvin as well. Boy, this has turned into a very tight game all of a sudden, with that third period goal by Robert McLaughlin at 9:12. Puck played over on the far side, now deflected out the center ice. Calvin able to get it back down into the Davenport zone. 9 minutes to go, regulation time, 4-3. Davenport now just trailing by 1. They played out into the neutral zone. This one's going to go to all the way down to Yost. He'll hang on to it. Now it's played back out to center ice. Stoyeski tries to make a play on it. Back and forth with it. Ickes will try to feed Petrula, a little too strong. Again, they deflected in the neutral zone area. 8.5 to go, third period, clock continuing to roll. Barron will dump it down into the Davenport zone. Gauthier, there's a centering play, and he scores! They caught Gauthier out of position. They made him pay that time. And it's now 5-3. Calvin back on top. Petrula gets the pass from Ickes. Boy, that's a big break for Calvin. Gauthier caught out of the goal. Time of the goal, 11 minutes and 40 seconds. Petrula with his second goal of the night, and it's a big one. It's now a 2-goal lead again, 5-3. Ickes will get the helper. That'll be his second helper of the night. So a 5-3 hockey game now. Calvin back up by 2. Under 8 to go in this third period. Held in by Backstrom. Cross ice pass tipped away.
Next goal, score number 11, Christoph Petrula. This goes to number 71, Steven Ickes. Time of that goal, 11:40.
Puck played in the neutral zone now. Davenport trying to play it into the Calvin zone. So a big gaff that time by Gauthier proved to be deadly, as we're going to get a penalty call coming up to Calvin. And we'll see if that's a 2 or a 5. Bauer gets knocked face first into the boards. We'll see what they call here. This could be a big one. Adamick will go to the box. Cross-check the call. So the fifth power play opportunity of the night now coming up for Davenport. Time of the penalty, 12:32. So this is a big power play for Davenport. They got to try to cut this lead back in half as it's played around the boards. Jopi out on top with the puck. Over on the far side, there's a blast. Yost able to shoulder that one out of play. So a minute 46 left in the power play, 7:14 to go here in this third period. All right, face off to the right of Yost. Van Duzen in on the face off along with Bauer. Won by the Panthers. Puck played over on the far side. Now it's going to be held in at the blue line. Calvin trying to clear the zone. Finally are able to do it. Good play by Pratt. He'll play it down into the Davenport zone. A minute and a half left with the extra man. 6:55 to go, regulation time. 5-3. Calvin back on top by 2. Puck played in behind the Calvin goal. Now out on top. Gutschik has it. Almost lost control of it. Paulette almost got his pocket picked, but now here comes Calvin. Short-handed. Pratt will throw it down so we can get a line change for both teams. A minute left in the extra man for Davenport. 6:25 to go. Here in this third period, again a 5-3 hockey game. McLaughlin at 9:12 and Petrola at 11:40. The goal scorers here in this third period. Puck thrown around the boards over into the near corner. Now it'll be deflected in behind the Calvin goal. Calvin will just lift it down the length of the ice. 35 seconds left in the power play. 6 minutes to go, regulation time. 5-3 our score. McMillan will drop it off to Jopi. His pass stolen away. Petrola coming in short-handed. Backhand shot, he scores! Christoph Petrola with the hat trick. A short-handed goal. Let's give him a shorty. A power play goal and an even strength goal. And it's a 6-3 hockey game. Time of the goal, 14-14. Christoph Petrola with the shorty, and it's now 6-3. Calvin on top. Boy, what a play by Petrola, throwing it top shelf, odd angled shot, short-handed. 5:20 now left to go here in this third period. Calvin's lead back up to 3, 6-3. Centering pass, shot deflected, and Gothier able to hang on. Boy, what a big turn of events. Calvin's lead was cut to 1, 4-3. And then Christoph Petrola with an even strength goal and then a short-handed goal. Petrola with the hat trick tonight. 6-3 our score. Face off to the right or left of McLaughlin now.
Nice short-handed goal in his second of the evening. Scored by number 11, Chris Petrola. Time of that goal.
Puck played into the neutral zone area. Now down into the Calvin end. Puck played. There's a centering pass. Deflected now. Here comes Calvin again. Up over the line the other way. Ickes over to Seeminga with a shot. And he scores. Seeminga this time with the Calvin goal. And it's 7-3. Time of the goal, 15-14. I didn't see that one go in right away. Hit off the post, got past Gauthier, and Calvin now with their largest lead of the night, 4 goals. 7-3 our score, 3 third period goals for the Knights. They've opened it up with 4.5 to go in this third period. So Jacob Siebinga with a couple of goals tonight, giving Calvin now a 4-goal cushion with a little over 4 minutes to go in this third period. Bradburn throws it around the boards deep in the Calvin end. They'll play it out to center ice. Schenkel will bring it up over the line. He'll throw one towards the net. Rebound kicked away. 3:50 to go, regulation time. Gauthier will hang on. And we'll get a face-off down in the Davenport zone. 3:49 left to go here in this third period, and it looks like we're going to get a slashing call on Calvin. Riordan's going to go to the box. Time of the penalty, 16:11. So Davenport with their 6th power play opportunity of the night. Calvin is 1 for 4, Davenport 0 for 5. Face off won cleanly by the Panthers. Jalpi has it. Over to Stoyowski. Unsportsmanlike is the call. Thought maybe it'd be a slash, but it's unsportsmanlike. Puck played over on the near side.
Mike's goal scored by number 96, Jacob Siebinga. Cisco's number 71, Stephen
Puck
Aiken.
played over on the far side. So Siebinga with a couple of goals tonight. And Petrella with his 4th point of the night. Puck played in the new, or back into the Davenport zone now as we approach 3 minutes left to go. Regulation time, 7-3. Calvin on top. Again, the lead was 4-3 with a little over 10 minutes to go here in this third period, but Calvin has erupted for 3 unanswered goals here in this third period to put a big deficit now on Davenport. Power play, 55 seconds left for Davenport. They try to stuff one on an odd-angled shot, deflected over on the far side. Held in by Jopi, but Calvin is able to wing it down right towards the goal. 43 seconds left. Gauthier will hold it for Jopi over on the far side. 2:25 left to go in this third period. McLaughlin will bring it up over the line over on the near side. He'll do an about face with it across ice pass. There's a blast kicked away by Yost. Played now out to the blue line, and we'll get a whistle and a stoppage of play. 2:07 left to go, third period. 3 unanswered goals has given Calvin a 7-3 lead here in this third period. 19 seconds left in the power play for Davenport. Face-off comes back outside the Calvin zone. Won by the Knights. Pratt will throw it out to center ice, and it'll go down around into the Davenport end. 5 seconds left with the extra man. Under 2 to go now in this third period. Calvin will be on their way to their first win in this weekend set, as the second game of the home and home will be tomorrow night over at the Patterson Ice Center. Offside's the call with a $1:44 to go here in this third period. Face off right in front of the Calvin bench. Won cleanly by the Panthers. Puck played in behind the Calvin goal. They'll throw it around the board. Seeminga has it there. Puck deflected, thrown towards the net. Yost just paddles it over to the far side. Under 90 seconds left to go now, and we get a stoppage of play. And we'll see what they call here. We get a little bit of talking, but nothing major. As the face-off will be down into the Calvin zone as Pratt will go to the penalty box for the third time here tonight. Time of the penalty, 18:35. Seventh power play opportunity for Davenport, 0 for 6 tonight with the extra man. Big hit over to the right of the goal. Puck played back out to center ice. Busha has it. He'll have to backtrack with the puck. It's about a minute left to go now. Puck played out into the neutral zone, back into the Calvin end. 1 minute to go here in this third period. Puck loose now. Van Dusen has it shorthanded. He'll bring it up over the line. He'll just throw it around the boards. Calvin still pressures shorthanded. He's throwing the puck around the boards, gobbling it up. 35 seconds rather left to go in the third period. Maloney will bring it up over the line. He tries a little dipsy-do move, but his pocket is picked. Ickes will skate it into the Davenport zone. And we get a whistle. Stoppage of play. 20.5 left to go here in this third period. 7-3 our score. Calvin gonna skate off with the victory here tonight. And we're gonna get a penalty coming up again on, well, Van Dusen went to the penalty box. So I think we're gonna get a 5-on-3 here. Van Dusen goes to the box. So we're gonna get a 5-on-3 here for, well, at least I think we are. We're gonna get a discussion here. Ernst is gonna go to the box as well. So a 5-on-3. Bench minors all around, but with 8 seconds left to go, it's pretty much a moot point as Calvin will be victorious tonight. And that'll do it. Our final score here tonight. Calvin, on the strength of 3 third period goals, withstands the Davenport comeback. And they win 7-3 third period goals. Robert McLaughlin at 9:12 cut the lead to 4-3. But then Christoph Petrula at 11:40. And then again at 14:14 with the shorthanded goal. And then a minute later, Jacob Seeminga with his second goal of the night at 15:14 has given us our final score. Calvin 7 and Davenport 3. All right, that's going to do it. A rather successful night for both the D1 and the D3 teams. Calvin at the D3 level winning 11-0 over U of M Flint. And then the 13th ranked Calvin Knights in D1 with a convincing 7-3 win over Davenport. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next Saturday night for the regular season finale against Purdue Northwest. Until then, Captain Lou saying keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your feet moving, and as always, keep your minds open. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on the Calvin University Sports Network. So long.